Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for October 1st through 15th. This is going to include some of your general astrological transits and current patterns, and also we're going to get into some oracle cards and a full tarot spread to see a little bit deeper into what's going on this first 2 weeks of the month for you. So we do start out with quite a lot of Libra energy and also shifting into Scorpio. So the first few couple notes before we get started, that this is a general reading. It will not correspond to every single Sagittarius out there. If the messages resonate with you, then those are meant for you. If they don't resonate with you, kick them on out there to another Sagittarius. This will mostly be resonating with Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, and all Sagittarius cross-watchers are very welcome to join us as well. If you haven't already, please do reach out, hit that subscribe button, and also give it the dragon claw up by hitting that like button and let us know that you enjoyed this content. So let's go ahead and start with your general universal chart. This is going to be for the patterns that will be mostly affecting Sagittarians. So this is going to be a very powerful month as Libra transits your universal 11th house of Aquarius. The combination of partnership and Libra needs for balance in relationships are going to combine quite well with the Aquarian house energy for you and create a time where you really want to get out there and be a part of groups, be a part of your friends, associations, organizations, whatever it is that you're involved in. Because it does carry that Aquarian vibration, this is usually pointed towards something with a higher mind aspect. So this is something where you're trying to not really subordinate anyone to your will or let them subordinate you to theirs, but it's really a time of cooperation where you have to work with each other to get what you need. And it's very powerful. You will have times during this month, especially this first 2 weeks of October, where you feel very drawn to be extroverted and get out there and be with the crowd and expend a lot of energy in a social setting, but then you'll also need time to reel it back in and take time for yourself as well. Mercury and Venus are both moving into Scorpio on October 4th and 9th, so that's going to start to aspect your 12th house, which after that point socially, you will definitely need some downtime. You'll need some time to kind of recharge your spiritual batteries and just feel rested and completely yourself. So the full moon is going to happen on October 13th. That will be in Aries, another fellow fire sign, which will be a very strong period of time for you. I will be doing full moon readings, so be sure to check back when those are posted. So let's go ahead and get into your card reading. I'm going to start out with pulling a card from the major arcana, a crystal or gemstone card, and also a spirit animal card to get your major themes for this October 1st through 15th. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with us now for the reading of October 1st through 15th for the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign of Sagittarius. Please protect their energy as well as mine and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you. Oh, wow. So Sagittarius, look at that. You brought up the High Priestess. And I will say, Scorpio had the same major arcana for their reading. So you may have some connections to or with a Scorpio in your life. Both of you are definitely embracing a theme of strong spiritual wisdom, strong spiritual intuition, and growth for this first 2 weeks of October. So let's look a little deeper into your crystal or gemstone that you should be working with. Ooh, and you have a very similar gemstone as well. Scorpio had the zincite, you've got the cinnabar, but both of these correspond to root chakra, sacral chakra. This is about, stabilizing business, harmonizing your finances. Pluto is going direct on October 3rd. That is the Scorpio planetary ruler, and that, along with Saturn already moving direct in your second house, is really standing to move your finances and your material life forward for you, Sagittarius. So this is a very beautiful stone to pull. That's a good one for you to work with right now. That, or like a carnelian, or anything that's kind of grounding and stabilizing to your creative center. So let's pull a spirit animal card. See which one of these will pop up for you today. Okay, so Sagittarius, look at that. The antelope spirit came out. Life is speeding up. So like I said, there's forward movement here, especially when it comes to resources. And I always think of, you know, the antelope as being very strong and resourceful, moving very quickly. So this is starting to gain momentum. This is starting to get out of that stuck pattern. And so it's a very beautiful couple of weeks. You will feel a greater sense of movement. I'm moving my little dragon buddy over here so he can go guard my crystals over there. So let's get you some tarot going and see what comes out on the deeper level for my Sagittarians. Yeah, so Queen of Swords is the first card that comes up at the center of this reading. So that's a very air energy alignment. That's definitely Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy coming up. Not surprising to me at all. Because we are dealing with a lot of air energy, and also your universal sun sign will be moving through an air house this first couple weeks of October. So let's see what we've got for clarifiers on that Queen of Swords, because this is definitely about transformative thought. This is using, you know, that intuitive feminine energy, you know, in a very clear, logical way, or maybe seeing your emotional feelings as with a little more clarity, with a little more detachment, especially if things have been dramatic, which I believe that they may have been in the immediate past. There's that Nine of Wands, which to me points to the fact that you felt kind of beat up, kind of defensive, you know, having to really stand up for yourself quite a lot, and you're just feeling really tired coming forward, but you're stepping into a better, calmer, kind of more mentally detached, emotionally calm and soothed quality here. Yeah, you're definitely recreating things coming out of that, because that Nine of Wands has that King of Wands coming on top of it. So it's kind of like you're letting go of that more painful side of the wand suit, of that fire suit, and you're moving into a much stronger, more, you know, leadership role, a very strong power where you say, I'm going to recreate this situation. I don't like feeling beat down. I don't like feeling defensive. I don't like feeling like people are constantly attacking me. So I'm going to raise the vibration a little bit. I'm going to step it up and go to a higher level. Very, very beautiful. So on top of that Queen of Swords at the center is the Two of Pentacles, Sagittarius. So we have definitely got you balancing yourself out. It's kind of like if you can't look for that balance from someone else, you're going to find it for yourself. And going forward into the immediate future, Eight of Pentacles. So this is you working at things one day at a time, laying a very strong foundation. You actually have a few similarities to Scorpio here. Their Eight of Pentacles card was at the center. Yours is in the immediate future. So I have a feeling that what they're working on right now this first couple weeks, you're going to be working on it just a little bit later than them. So if you have any Scorpio planets in your chart, or you have you know, prominent Scorpio friends or family members that are close to you, you may feel kind of like there's some alignments there happening between you two, absolutely. So let's get a clarifier for this one. Yes, and they had the same thing. Oh my gosh. They had the literally same thing, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. So you definitely have some connections with Scorpio right now. That is wild. So the Eight of Pentacles with the King of Cups on top of it. This is absolutely, they're doing this right now. You're doing this very soon, is the work that comes into the emotional healing, spiritual healing. This is, highlighting the third eye, the heart, the solar plexus chakra. So this is all about healing your confidence, healing your heart, healing your mind. I know that a lot of Sagittarians, and I'm getting almost a little tingle all over thinking about this, but this is really, you guys have been through a lot romantically and relationship wise. I'm actually feeling, wow, some kind of heavy energy for some of you here. You've really been through either a bad breakup or a lot of emotional turmoil, and that's why you've been stepping into that more calm, rational side of yourself. It's partly for your own survival. It's partly for your own well-being, because it's like, you know that if you keep getting so wrapped up in this emotional intensity that it's just kind of pulling you down. So you're really working hard here, Sagittarius, and going forward in the immediate future, you're doing a lot of healing work, and just be very gentle with yourself and patient with yourself, one day at a time. The King of Cups is very strong. You're not weak. You're not emotionally weak. You are actually very strong. Even if you feel weak, you're not, because you're working through it. You're dealing with it. You're learning how from it, and you're going forward. So just be good to yourself right now, Sag. I'm just getting that feeling. Maybe not for all of you, maybe not that intense, but for some of you out there, absolutely you're going through it. So let's look at the top and the bottom, the subconscious and the higher mind cards. Oh my goodness. So wow, look at that. On the bottom of, the subconscious, there is, look at that 10 of Swords. I mean, you've, like I said, in the deep heart of hearts, in your deep spirit, it's like you have really been through the ringer here. You have hurt so much, bled so much. You feel like you've kind of died already, and it's like you're coming back to life. And there is your Eight of Pentacles again from another deck. So you had this going forward in the immediate future. You have this in the subconscious as well, that it's like, I've got to work forward from this, because this old painful cycle is gone. It's complete, and now I'm working through it one day at a time, not getting ahead of myself. The top card, Nine of Cups. So you actually, the higher mind, divine, is telling you, it's like things are improving, things are getting better emotionally. You are feeling better, like overall. This is like, yeah, I'm doing all right. It's not as bad as it was, but still you're going to be continuing to work for that 10 of Cups, because it's like there is still that one missing cup. So you're still on the journey for that ultimate fulfillment, because yeah, you're picking up a lot of pieces with that 5 of Swords on top of that. You're still in process of recuperating and overcoming some of these really painful things that other people have done to you and put you through. And I want you also, Sagittarius, to remember not to compare yourself unfavorably. You might feel like, oh, they're doing so much better than me, or somebody that either hurts you in love or in finance or in business or at work. It's like, you might feel like they're doing so great, but they're really not, Sag. It's really not. You're just seeing their mask. You're just seeing the veneer. You don't know their whole story. You don't know what's really going on with them. You might feel like you're falling apart, but you're being a lot more honest probably than this other person that hasn't been so nice to you. So let's just go and look at some more up the side here for some more advice. Yeah, Queen of Swords coming up yet again, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. So, Star card crossed by this Queen of Swords yet again. So Queen of Swords has come out twice. Eight of Pentacles has come out twice as well. And then the High Priestess is coming out again from where she started at the beginning of your read. So deeply intuitive, deeply intuitively powerful. Getting into working at healing and recovering one day at a time, and also using your logical mind to overcome any kind of dramatic or very intense, difficult emotional situations that you've been in, because really it's like you're coming out very balanced here. And it's because of that. It's because you're using your more logical, cooler mind. And I would say that it's good to continue to do so. Don't let someone pull you back into your drama once you have found your balance and your stability. What you need to know is that you are working through a lot of deeper emotions. Here's that moon card. You are working with things that are hard to quantify or, understand on that sort of material level. It's very illusory and a little bit confusing. So give yourself time with this. This also really gets deep into, like last month we had that Pisces full moon. This is a Pisces card with the moon. So I think that you're still working through some of those energies. There I said that High Priestess is there again. So you're incorporating and understanding your spiritual life on a very deep level. And it's actually a little bit hard for you to completely communicate that to others because you're feeling it so deeply. Going into the hopes and fears, here comes that very fast forward movement. And there's that Judgment card. So it's like very rapid resurrections, very rapid rebirths, coming back to life. And in some ways you want this to happen very fast, but in other ways it's a little scary because it means letting go of situations or people that at one time you probably really cared about. That's just the gut feeling that it's, feeling that I'm getting on this, is that it's like you want that rebirth, you want that fast moving energy, Sag, but it's also just like, I don't know if I'm ready to let it go, but it is. You're going towards a beautiful, beautiful outcome here. Here's your own energy with the Temperance card. To me, again, just like the Star, there's a lot of balance here. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. So it's like balancing practicality along with your emotion. But that Temperance card, every time Sagittarius reminds me of the word temper. What does it mean to temper something? Like when you temper metal or a sword, it's like you put it through that refiner's fire and you make it stronger, you make it more flexible, you make it have more innate value. And this is what's happening to you. And this is very victorious because of that 6 of Wands crossing over it. You absolutely are coming into a very strong new existence, a new expression of your life and your energy. So let's pull just 2 cards from the Archangels and the Angel Answers for a last bit of advice. So hello from heaven comes forward to you. This is Archangel Azrael, often known as and it sounds intense, but the angel of death, because this is all about your loved ones in heaven, your ancestors saying hello, letting you know that they're there with you, giving you their peace, helping you to let go of their worries and feeling their love for you that is still very, very strong. Let me also pull an Archangel Oracle card. Oh my goodness, look at that. Like I said, there's some fears about release and surrender, and they're letting you know, Sagittarius, it's safe to release, it's safe to surrender, it's safe to go with the flow because better things are absolutely coming. They're showering you with their love. Open your arms, release the challenges that you've held tight in your hands, and open up to love, assistance, and help. And don't be afraid as well to reach out to your ancestors, reach out to your angels or source or the divine or whatever you feel the most led to connect with, and ask for that help, ask for that strength as you're going through a major shift in transition this 2 weeks, Sagittarius. Very powerful, very beautiful. Absolutely love this reading, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.